So we are 4 days away for the official launch of Kaiju #8. Now I'm gonna be real, I was hoping to see a little bit more because of course the game was at, or it did have its own booth at, I think it was AnimeCon in New York, I'm pretty sure it was. So I was expecting some gameplay and whatnot, but yeah, no, doesn't seem to be the case. Well, what does seem to be the case is it seems that we're always going up 100k. So we're already at 1.3. I'm expecting it to go up. To be fair, I'm expecting it like before the release in 4 days time to reach 1.5 million. So obviously 1 million was the official hit mark for the pre-registration in terms of rewards. I'm hoping because we're going up additional 100k that some additional rewards are being given out. So that would be fantastic. So yeah, like I said, we're only a couple of days away, boys. Come weekend, it is time to beat these Kaijus down. So interesting release date because typically it's on a Tuesday or whatnot, or a Thursday, but hey, we'll take a weekend release. So not too bad. So I just kind of wanted to go over just a few things because of course with the game itself, they actually have been releasing kind of key information on giving us a little bit of kind of look ahead of time in terms of what to prepare for the game itself, on how it's going to work, of course. Again, I don't think we know anything about the other original characters because, again, I've done a video on it already. Even though certain characters are going to be given out through a GSSR, or a free 5-star basically because of the pre-registration, the original characters are nowhere to be seen, which tells me that they are probably going to be the units that we want to look out for and potentially reroll for. That way we don't have to commit to these units since, you know, we can select one of them easily. So there's that. But anywho, let's dive on in, see what's going on, and what more additional information we can gather for the game itself. So we've got something as simple as leveling up, but this will give us an idea on what to look out for. So for anyone who doesn't know, this is a turn-based game, and as you guys can see, the way that it's being done is that speed is involved with the stats itself. So this is something to look into and to cater to in terms of getting a quick unit. This honestly brings back such like Blazing vibes to me, because it's like, you know, imagine if they drop a unit that is as quick as Minato. For those that have, you know, back in the day played such a game, then you would know how that would work. So yeah, speed is something that we need to factor in. A quick unit, but typically with a quick unit I don't think they will hit as hard. But yeah, so when looking into stats and leveling up, we've got the regular stats, and then just keep in mind the speed factor, since with the gameplay mechanic, in order to get the turns in, the speed bar will be at the bottom. So again, this is actually a good mechanic because it also makes it so that PvP is more easier to roll in at a later time. So good thing that they added that mechanic in. Alright, something else to note is that, well, gears. That is right. Gears for your characters. Oh, they're called uni parts. There we go. That is something to take. Wow. 3. Okay, that's fine. I was just looking at the speed, like 107. But yeah, anyway, gears are a thing. That is right. So not only are we looking out for the gears, not only are we looking out what rarity they are, but there are sets. So this is one whole set, and a set effect will be in place if you have a whole set. It seems it's only 3 hands, body, leg. So makes life a lot easier. So this one is obviously giving us the attack of 4.1. This is providing us a special move gauge increase of 1.7%, and then lastly, lightning damage dealt by 2.4%. So this seems that there's going to be some form of element of correlation going on there to look out for. But as I've said, it's a set, so sets are going to be a thing. Set effect, well, it says that it's not activated, so I don't think this is the full set. I don't know. Let's have a look. The set effect is a total rare of the equipped unit parts of the same series, activated when it reaches 9-star or higher. What? So yeah, I assume with the whole star stuff is it's more so on kind of leveling up, not as I thought it was like, wait, 9 stars? No, I think it goes up to 5 stars being the rarity of the gear itself, being the legendary gear. But it's working on the gear itself to get the set bonus activated, of course. So yeah, by having that bonus right there, that oh yeah, okay, so this gear set being at that rarity provides us with that 37.40 attack increase, critical rate increase of 21%, and then that's when we get that 20% extra damage dealt for 2 turns, of course. So yeah, gear grinding. Oh god. I mean, to be fair, it doesn't look bad. I honestly, in terms of every other game that I've played, and I'm sure many of you guys have played, this looks very simple. I can actually manage this. Don't get me wrong, I love doing all gears and whatnot, but like certain games just go out the goddamn wazoo. This to me looks nice and easy and simple. So I will take this. I will take this. Alrighty, so we've got a little bit of gameplay here, which is very nice. Now, something to take note is obviously we've got the speed bar at the bottom. It's a turn-based game. We know of this. There are key things to kind of look into when tackling a certain fight, looking at bosses. Obviously, for the most part, for every game, to be fair, has always been typing, right? Typing has always been a thing for every game, to be like, right, this does more damage to this character because of their typing. Well, it seems that with Kaiju number 8, there's a little bit more to it. You know, there are some certain symbols that we have seen appear. There we go. That's beautiful. That yeah, these 3 symbols have appeared, and I think so. This is going to be elemental, like typing coverage, of course, for the characters. This 3 right here, I do believe, is more to do with the shield break inside of it, and specifically targeting certain kaijus with certain characters that have these symbols. Because as you guys can see right there, I mean, the game is also highlighting it. Having characters that have whichever symbols shown above will, of course, knock off at least one on the kaiju. So, prime example right here. There you go. That's one break right there. And then, obviously, once you get to being able to break all of the remaining symbols that each kaiju has, it kind of knocks them out. So well, in this case, I like to call this shield break. And then at that point, while the enemy is kind of vulnerable, kind of go in. I don't know if it will make it so that they have a loss of defense or anything. I mean, it does show it, so I think once they're kind of knocked out for the count, it puts them in that vulnerable. I mean, of course, they don't even move on the speed bar too, so that's something to note now in terms of not just the elemental status for each character, but the additional, I guess, symbol we're looking out for with what each character has in terms of going against a specific kaiju that is weak to not only that character elemental wise, as well as what symbol that they have, so that way we can focus on also breaking their shields, so that way we can knock them out and have a much easier time tackling them. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I'll throw this in here because they're also showing some key artworks for the game itself. I believe this is going to be stuff for in-game by the looks of it, of course, which looks fantastic. I'm curious to see on what this is in order to think of, because I don't think this is going to be a character card. I think this is going to be I think that's, okay, so this is definitely a character card. So I do like the animations that's being applied, but obviously with what was shown prior and to what's going to be shown after, of course, I do believe that there might be like some form of additional cards that we can potentially get. I do not think it looks like this. I don't think it's just character cards. I could be wrong. I hope I am wrong, but just seeing these illustrations, it's got to do something within the game. I do believe it's going to be some form of maybe like pickup card to apply to the character to earn more stats and some bonus effects. Who knows? So yeah. So to end it off, we do have Kaiju number 2 and Kaiju number 1. A little bit of gameplay on that part, so we'll kind of let this play out, of course. But in terms of the New York booth, certain people managed to play it a little bit early, and someone that did play it early did inform me, being like how obviously, you know, it's a turn-based game, and that the game itself is pretty smooth, especially with like the graphics, the gameplay, how things run. So this could be a fair game. It just really depends on how the developers handle it. And in all honesty, for a kaiju type game, of course, I don't know. I'm still curious to see on where the longevity is for this, and I think that then comes back to on what originality do they have, like to how far. Oh my god, yeah, to how much freedom do they have in terms of the originality play. So, but yeah, but anyway, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing some unique kaijus being introduced, because I mean these look absolutely amazing. I will say, as much as we're against them, I do like my kaijus, so I am very much looking forward to this game. And obviously, you know, if you've been watching the anime, kaiju number 6, come on now, that, you know, things are heating up, so I look forward.